everyone. Today, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of egg mayonnaise during pregnancy, talking pasteurized versus homemade and all the safety measures you need to know.
Exciting stuff. So when we say egg mayo is safe, we're really talking about using pasteurized eggs and making sure it's stored the right way, correct?
Exactly, yes. It's like this. If you're using jarred or commercial mayo, you're typically dealing with pasteurized
right.
eggs, which are safe as long as they're kept chilled consistently.
Right. And what about homemade mayo? There's a lot of buzz about it, but isn't there a risk with raw egg yolks?
Absolutely. Homemade mayo often uses raw egg yolks unless you specifically get pasteurized ones. This poses a risk, like potential salmonella infections.
Yeah.
So it's best to avoid homemade unless you're absolutely sure the eggs are pasteurized.
That makes sense. And it seems like deli or restaurant options should be approached with caution too, unless you're 100% certain about their pasteurization process and cold storage practices.
For sure. If they're freshly prepared and the cold chain is maintained, they're usually safe. But honestly, if there's any doubt, it's wise to ask or pick a trusted sealed brand.
Speaking of cold storage, let's talk about the 2-hour rule. It's a recurring point in these discussions, right?
Exactly. Once your mayo-based foods, be it egg mayo or even a sandwich mix, are left out for more than roughly 2 hours, the risk starts creeping up. Better safe than sorry,
absolutely.
as they say.
And aside from safety, there's also nutritional considerations. Egg mayo can offer some benefits, like choline and vitamin B12, but it's pretty calorie dense, right?
Yes, it's like very flavorful, yet packing around 180 calories per 2 tablespoons, and that's mainly due to the oil content. It's not something you'd want as the centerpiece of your meal. Think of it more as a flavor enhancer paired with veggies or whole grains.
So sort of like a spice that adds a punch rather than being the main dish.
Exactly. And you can even lighten it up by mixing in some Greek yogurt or avocado mash. It's like, taking the best of both worlds. Rich flavor, but a bit of a nutritional lift.
I like that idea. Now, one thing I've wondered about, if someone's craving egg mayo sandwiches, what should they consider when putting it all together?
Well, first off, use hard-boiled eggs with firm yolks and ensure your mayo is pasteurized. Then, keep everything refrigerated as soon as you're done mixing. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation, and in this case, that foundation is safe handling and storage.
Got it. So it's all about timing and temperature. And say, what about add-ins like celery, onion, or a touch of mustard?
Those are great. They can boost the flavor without major health concerns as long as the produce is well washed. I mean, it's like adding a bit of extra color to a canvas. It doesn't interfere with safety at all, just enriches the taste.
That's reassuring. But one thing I'm curious about, some people swear by homemade mayo for its better taste. Do you think the flavor benefit is worth the risk in pregnancy?
That's a good challenge. I'd say, in pregnancy especially, safety trumps gourmet flavor. Even if homemade mayo is arguably tastier for some, the risk from raw yolks is simply not worth it.
Right, I see your point.
Clip it with pasteurized options instead.
Yeah, true. Better to be safe, especially when it comes to something as important as your health and your baby's health.
Definitely. And another key point is proper utensil use. Avoid double dipping to prevent any cross-contamination. It's those little habits that can really make or break safety.
Seems like a lot of hinges depend on keeping it cold and clean. Are there any additional pointers for ladies planning to pack egg mayo sandwiches for lunch, like for work or outings?
Oh, for sure. When packing, always use an insulated bag or ice pack. The moment you're on the go, you don't want the mayo warming up. Just keep it chilled until you're ready to eat.
That's
the
key.
goal is to stick to that 2-hour window at room temperature.
And if it does go past that window, it's best to discard it rather than take any risks.
Exactly. Playing it safe is the only wise choice in this scenario. And even though the risk might seem low, you've got to be vigilant, as we know how unpredictable food safety can be.
Right, so in summary, it's all about using pasteurized mayo, managing your storage times, and being mindful of portions because it's calorie dense.
Absolutely. And one last fun fact. Egg mayo can be a good source of choline and even vitamin D, contributing to your overall nutrient balance if you're pairing it with wholesome ingredients like whole grain bread and fresh veggies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But remember, it's meant to complement a balanced diet, not replace the heft of your other meals.
Definitely, it's part of the puzzle rather than the whole picture.
And while we're at it, The commercial brands tend to have this advantage because they automatically incorporate these safety precautions during production, whereas homemade recipes could vary.
Yep, that's a solid point.
Consistency and safety standards is hard to achieve in the kitchen without pasteurization.
Right. And whenever there's uncertainty, it's always best to consult a healthcare professional. Even though this info is super helpful for a basic understanding, personal medical advice should come straight from your doctor.
Exactly. The disclaimer is important here. This info is for general understanding, not specific medical instructions. So if you've got any real concerns, get in touch with a professional.
That wraps it up nicely. We've covered safety tips, storage rules, and even some nutritional benefits that can help expectant moms make informed choices about egg mayo.
Yeah, it's like navigating a tasty maze, making sure each step you take is safe. And once you get the hang of these tips, it feels empowering to enjoy your food without worry.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for breaking it down. It's fascinating how much science and careful handling go into something as simple as egg mayo.
Indeed, it's a delicate balance of flavor, nutrition, and safety. And it goes to show, even in the tiniest details of our diet, informed choices really matter.
I think that wraps up our chat. A lot of practical tips here, and a gentle reminder to always follow those safety guidelines in the kitchen.
For sure. Until next time, keep making smart choices and enjoy your meals safely.
Absolutely. Cheers to that.